Yeah.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when
What a gorgeous knife. Get back on your job here.
Thank you. I'm James Williams. I've been studying martial arts for well over 50 years. I have my own system of classical Japanese sword arts, which also includes small knife, empty hand, striking, all of those things. When I was looking for a design that infantry could use in combat, I went back in Japanese history and I took a look at a design called osuraku with a very long point designed for penetration, but with a curve in it that also allows for really efficient slashing. I said, that's the shape I need. So I designed the Goken for you. It's made by CRKT because they do an excellent job. The Goken is an everyday carry personal defense knife. It uses the takedown system that Ken Onion came up with. It allows you to take the knife apart in 3 easy pieces. It's light, strong, carries deep in the pockets with a flipper design because it's simple, clean, fast. The handles are neutral because that's what the Japanese use. It allows me to hold the knife in different ways that I might need to. Whether I want to use it as a push dagger, whether I'm slashing this way, whether I'm coming in edge up, whether I want to turn it around and stab overhand this way, or come in like this. The handle allows me easy ways of accessing and using the knife. It's light, it's slim, carries deep, it's tough, it's rugged. I carry it. So if you want to find out more about me, what I teach, the knives I designed for CRKT, go to systemofstrategy.com. You can also go to CRKT.com and CRKT's YouTube channel because we do videos and stuff on that channel as well. And if you need information or you need to ask questions, you have the ability to do that.
My name is Darren Soroyce and I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina. I joined the Army in 1989. I spent 25 years in. I retired about 6 years ago. While I was deployed carrying whatever other knife design, it just wasn't really what I wanted. So one day I decided just to become a knife maker, design what I wanted or what I would have liked to have carried overseas. I made Zan to be a multi-purpose folding knife. Wanted to keep more of a traditional style, sort of a semi-drop point. I included a thumb ramp with jimping on the blade. I also included 2 thumb studs. I kept the handle as ergonomic as possible. As you know, your palm isn't flat and neither should your handle. One side of the scale is a carbon fiber, the other is a stainless steel. It has the patented CRKT outburst technology and it has a reversible pocket clip.
Today at CRKT, we are taking a look at the Leon Ma designed GSD. GSD standing for Get Stuff Done. This is a great everyday carry knife designed exactly to do that, get stuff done. The overall length on this knife is 7.6 inches. The blade length is 3.3 inches. It's got some great grind lines on there, just a beautiful high satin finish. You got a lot of jimping there on the spine of the blade. Just feels good in hand. That's one of the things about Leon Ma. When he designs something, he goes for these great aesthetics, clean lines and that sort of thing, but when you get it in hand, it also just feels really good. And this knife is no exception. It closes with a frame lock, excuse me. The frame lock is right there in the knife. So to close that knife, just push that over and close it. Let me show you that one more time. Frame lock, take your thumb, push it over, and close the knife. You can see that beautiful stainless steel handle. It's a 420J2 stainless steel, and it is a stone wash, just to give it kind of that matte finish. Really beautiful piece. Leon Ma has great style and taste. There's the pocket clip for you. It is a 2-position tip-up carry only pocket clip, so carry it right or left-handed. Here's a shot of it in my pocket to give an idea of how it rides. I should mention this knife opens with this flipper right here. So to open the knife, just pull down on that flipper and it opens right up. It has IKBS in it, which is a ball bearing pivot system. You got a bunch of ball bearings in there that make that knife just open silky smooth and super fast. So again, bam, and it just locks up like a vault with that frame lock. So pretty solid, beautiful piece by Leon Ma. I should mention as well, it comes in a VEF serrations version. Let me give you a close-up of those. Those are easier to sharpen than your typical triple point serrations, and they just tear through cardboard, fibrous materials. They do a really good job there. So both exact same knife, just different flavors of the same thing. Last but not least, I want to show you a size comparison to a ruler, give you an idea of how big the knife is. There it is. Again, it's called the GSD, Get Stuff Done, designed by Leon Ma in Palm Bay, Florida. Beautiful EDC folder. Thanks for watching and thanks for carrying CRKT. Today at CRKT, we are taking a look at the Flavio Ikoma designed Fossil. Very cool model for 2014. It comes in 3 different styles. You've got the black blade with the VEF serrations. You've got a satin style in the large size, and then you've got a smaller size that all the same basic specs, but just about 1.5 inches smaller on the overall length. Let me tell you about this large one. This is the model 5471K, a beautiful piece. The overall length on it is 8.8 inches. The blade length is 3.9 inches. You can see those VEF serrations there. They're easier to sharpen, and they kind of have a guillotine effect in cutting rope, cardboard, that sort of thing. They just really rip through it very quickly and very nicely. Now this knife opens with the flipper right there on the back, so you just get your finger on there and give it a nice little flick, and it flies right open. It has an IKBS ball bearing system in the pivot that makes it easy to open. Now it closes with this frame lock, so to close the knife, just push over on that frame and close the knife like so. It's got these G10 overlay scales on it that are just, give it that fossil, pulled out of the ground sort of look. I think the name and the look of this knife is spot on. Check out that pocket clip. Let me show you a shot of it in my pocket to give you an idea of how it rides. Now I mentioned this knife comes in a couple other sizes. You've got the large version with the satin blade. Essentially the specs are exactly the same between these two. The weight is 6.1 ounces on the larger version. And then you've got a smaller version with the overall length of 7.6 inches. And the weight is 4.1 ounces with the blade length right about 3.4 inches. So just depending on what you're looking for, this one is a little smaller. So that's the basics on this knife. I want to show you a size comparison real quick in my hand. There you have it. Give you an idea of how big it is, and a small one in my hand as well. And then I always like to show a size comparison with a house key, just to give you an idea of how big the knife actually is. So there's that one, and then the smaller version right here. So there you have it. If you have any questions, be sure to visit our website. Thanks for watching, and thanks for carrying CRKT.
I'm Alan Foltz from Melbourne, Florida. The Minimalist Bowie Gears knife is new for CRKT for 2020. It's modeled after a lot of my custom work with a nice printed green edge on the blade, glow-in-the-dark handles and sheath. Really kind of pulled off what I like to do with my custom work. I've always been involved with the gears and kind of a steampunk motif. I love old equipment, things like that. You know, the way they used to build things and how ornate just a piece of equipment or a piece of industrial stuff was.
My name is Eric Oakes. I'm from Sherwood, Oregon. I designed the Chehalem for CRKT. Chehalem actually comes from the name of the mountain range in between Hillsborough and Newburgh, where I grew up. It's a modified Bowie with a clip point, with a nice large thumb hole for easy opening. And the frame lock has a nice finger groove for easy closing. I've done a lot of work over the years doing hammered finishes, so I wanted to see if we could translate that to one of the CRKT knives. It's got a nice texture to it, so it gives you some good grip, and it's just a nice comfy handle to hold on to.